Hello everyone. So my name is Muhammad Shahrizwan Baharudin and my metric number is 188210. So tonight I will make it a short video which is I observe, I relate and I share, which is has been given by Dr. Hisham. So during the Carnival Jong Science 2018, which is held in Panggung Percubaan Universiti Putra Malaysia, I have observed one of the creature, which is the birds. So I will share to you about the digestive system of the bird. But first, let me share to you one of the interesting website that I found, which is the Corner Lab, all about bird anatomy. So what is really interesting about this website is that you can learn all the anatomy of the birds layer by layer. So as you can see here in the left section of the website, you can see all the overall anatomy of the birds. And when you click at one of the system in here, such as the digestive, all the digestive parts, as you can see in here, will appear on the screen, and also the most detailed part of the structure. Okay, so when you click at the circulatory, there you go, and when you click at the musculatory, and there you go. So I will focus more on the digestive system. So as you can see in here, this is all the detailed part of the digestive system, and yeah, I will share to you. So let's go one by one. So the first is the esophagus. So the esophagus of the bird has a quite similar function when it's compared to the human. So it will carry the food from mouth to the stomach. But in certain species, such as this website has provided to us, the sage grouse, it will evolve to inflate like a balloon and generate booming sound as part of male courtship display. So in birds, in a certain species, it has a certain other functions. So this is the video that I found in YouTube, and yeah, it's really kind of interesting to figure out how they actually use their esophagus to generate that booming sounds to attract the female. Okay, okay, so let's move to the next part, which is the crop. So this is one of the unit structure in the birds that human don't have. So this is a structure that carries a specific function, which is used to store food. So this structure actually evolved in the birds that is typically hunted by the other animals. So what they do is actually that they gain the food and they will store in the crop, and then they will move to a more secure location to digest the food. Okay, so the next part is the proventriculus. So the proventriculus is the structure that will secrete the gastric juices and all the hydrochloric acids. So it has a normal, quite similar function to the stomach of the human. And the next part is the gizzard. So what gizzard do is that it works to grind food. So the birds don't have the teeth, so but they still need to chew. But they still need to uh, cut the food into the smaller pieces. So how they do it is by using the gizzard. So they store the stone, or what we call as a gastrolith, into in the gizzards, and then all those stone will work as a teeth for them to grind the food into a small pieces. Okay, and the next part is the liver. Okay, so the liver of the bird has quite similar function to the human. It filters the blood, it stores sugars and fats, and also produce bile to help in fat digestions. Okay, and the next part is the pancreas. So the pancreas of the liver of the birds also has a similar function to the human. It is a gland and also a digestive organ that secrete digestive juices and release hormone like insulin and glucagon. Okay, and the next part is the small intestine. So the small intestine of the bird also has quite similar function to the human, which is the final stage of digestion will takes place in here. So all the foods that have been digested into a more what we call as a smaller more smaller structure, or what we call as a final structure, which is what we call as a nutrient, will absorb through the walls and into the bloodstream. Okay, and the next part is the large intestine. Also, it has a quite similar structure to the human, because it has a function to reabsorb the water into the body. And the next is the cloaca. So the human don't have the cloaca, but what the cloaca do in bird is that it is involved in three, as you can see in here, it involved in three system, which is the digestive, urinary, and also the reproductive system. So it receives feces from large intestine, urine from the kidneys, and the sperm from the testes, and it also work in to store the fully developed eggs during laying. Okay, and the last structure is the vent. So the vent can be compared to anus in human. So this is the exit point from the cloaca for the urine, feces, sperm, and fully developed eggs. Okay, so I think that is all from me, and that is all from me about the digestive system of the birds. So thank you and good evening.